everyone. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Wednesday, April 6th. I'm Adam Brown. On today's show, we return to Ruth Deuber's kitchen to spoon up a recipe for potato soup. And the Legacy Foundation's dynamic duo of Jeff and Melody will investigate some farm equipment. But first, we'd like to remind you that the Photo Club meets tomorrow in the Social Center at 2:15 p.m. Come hear what this year's judge of the photo contest and show had to say about the entries. Learn what appealed to her about the winners and improvements she recommends for others. After the meeting, you'll have another opportunity to look at the winning photos in the photo gallery. Again, that starts tomorrow at 2:15 in the Social Center. After today's bowling interest meeting, you'll probably be ready for a strike and possibly a few spares. This Friday, grab your bowling shoes and head to Headpins, the greatest bowling venue in Fort Myers. Enjoy some great bowling and good food. After bowling, there's even laser tag you can enjoy. Court pickups begin on the island at 1:45, and the cost of the outing is $20 with food on your own. Sign up and let the games begin. It's time to pay Ruth Deuber a visit again to find out what's cooking. She's brought back her friend Eleanor Perkins to show us how to spoon up a delicious recipe for potato soup.
Hello, I'm Ruth Deuber, and this is What's Cooking at Shell Point. And I just have one of my favorite guests today. Eleanor has been on the show quite a bit. I call her my butter queen because so many of the things that she makes that are really good have a lot of butter in them. But this time, we don't have a drop of butter anywhere.
No, we don't. We're going to break tradition today.
That's right, yeah. So, you want to tell them what you're going to make?
I do. We're going to do a potato soup. Very simple, very easy. It can be potato soup for one. If you're having two people, you double the recipe and you've got potato soup for two. If you want to have four, you 4 times and you've got it for 4. But it's a delightful, easy soup and quick to make, and then you don't have a lot left over, and it's just, you know, if you want to do it just when the weather's just right to have. So, I'm going to tell you what you need. You need this is for one recipe, 1 large potato per person, so a cooked potato, which we have already cooked, 1/4 of a cup of chopped celery, 1/4 of a cup of sliced, or you can cut them up anywhere you like, carrots, 1/4 of a cup of chopped onion. Miss Ruth is spoiling us today, got us half and half, which you can use. I used 2% milk, and I thought it was very good, but there's no way that half and half could hurt it. It would just make it better. So you take a peeled raw potato and cut it into cubes, really kind of any size you want. I don't cut them too big because they're going to cook down. Put them in your pot. And I'm not the best cutter because I have a little fear of sharp knives, so I would make a terrible chef. I'd lose my fingers and my knuckles trying to do all that fancy stuff they do. But this works just fine. Okay. Putting it all in there together. As soon as you get the potatoes and the vegetables in your saucepan, you put it all in there together. The potatoes, the onion, the celery, the carrots, and you salt it after you finish cooking it, because everybody has a different level of how salty they like, some people, and particularly if you're salt restricted, so you can just do whatever is good for you. You add just enough water to cover the vegetables. It's going to take just a little bit more. And I have made it where I used chicken broth. Or you can use half chicken broth, half water if you don't want to use all that. If you just want to add a little more flavor, you know, to the soup. Just, yeah. That's, if you want to see that, just where they just are covered. So then you take this to the stove and you let that cook until your vegetables are tender, till all of them are tender. This is what it looks like, all cooked and done. See, everything tender in there. And as soon as they're done, then you take the potato masher. Before you do anything else, you leave the water right where it is, and then you start mashing it up. Now this is where, this is a matter of preference. If you like chunks of potato in your soup, a little bit of mashing.
Yeah. So often I use my immersion blender.
Yeah, I love
But that really makes it really smooth.
But I love my immersion blender, so it's just whatever you want to do, whatever texture you want in here. This is just good any way you do it. And the potatoes are going to go up a little mushier, you know, and the carrots will have a little more size to the pieces. And then after you get it to where you want it to be, then you take whichever milk you have chosen, and you want me to use this to stir it with? Okay. And you pour the milk in, and just a little at a time. We put about half a cup in there. But this again is going to determine how thick you like it. I tend to like thick soups. My husband tends to like thin soups. So I can dip mine out and I can water his down, and mine's just wonderful. You know, so it's whatever you want. I'm going to put just a little bit more. And of course, if you're using half and half, it's going to be thicker than if you use 2%. So, and then we'll have to do a little bit of, we'll salt it. I don't use a lot of salt. So, I mean, I like the way foods taste without salt. I'm going to put just, and it does, if you like it to taste salty, you will have to add salt and add salt.
How about, you want some pepper?
You can. I mean, that's another thing. You
okay.
season it the way you like. Put a little bit because it makes it look pretty.
But sometimes I use white pepper.
Yeah. I had to salt it, even for me, with light salt. It takes more than you think because potatoes really don't have any natural salt in them, I don't think.
Okay, let's both taste it.
Okay.
Now you will want to reheat it.
Yes, you'll, after putting the milk in slowly, because you don't want
it to boil.
Burn and curdle and not be pretty. But see, that's a good flavor.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It really is. Even without me seeing, it does need more salt just to have it more, but it tastes good. And with just, if you wanted to do half water, half chicken broth when you cover the vegetables, it gives it just a little bit of, you know, just
another trick that I sometimes use, and here again, it's your favorite thing. Sometimes I add about a half a tablespoon of butter at the very end. I said we weren't going to do it, but we're not doing it. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Oh, no, well, hey, what does butter hurt? Nothing, nothing.
Know.
But this is, so y'all can see, I'm going to show you, you've got this much soup. Now this is what they call one serving. Well, maybe Rich could sit down and eat this whole bowl of soup. Most people, one potato is plenty for David and I to have a bowl of soup, or either a cup of soup and a half a sandwich, and then we have like a small cup, you know, left over if we want to have it again. So starting out, unless not many people have a dinner party with potato soup, I would just do one potato and see how it comes out for you.
Thank you so much, Eleanor.
You're welcome.
It even looks beautiful because of the color
It is
of the
pretty.
carrots in there.
Yeah,
So thank
it
you
is.
so much.
You're welcome.
I'll put the recipe up on the website, and I hope you'll try it. And we'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the fumes of diesel and oil are getting to Melody Desilets of the Legacy Foundation, but somehow she's coerced Jeff Cory to help her out with some large farm equipment. Apparently it has something to do with breakfast and business leadership. Anyway, we found the two of them out by a John Deere tractor on the highway recently taking measurements. Let's see what they're up to this time.
Okay, from tire to tire, we're looking at 6 feet, 2.5 inches.
Okay.
Let's get the side of this John Deere tractor here. Uh-oh. Well, it's a little bigger than I thought, but I think we can do it. It's over 14 feet.
Melody, I don't think this is going to work. You're going to drive this tractor into the commons?
Absolutely. We have to throw a big party, Jeff. The men deserve it.
I know our men deserve it, and we're going to have the former CEO of John Deere for a breakfast at Shell Point, Robert Lane.
It's going to be a wonderful party on April 25th, and we just have to get this John Deere tractor in the commons.
Okay, well, Mr. Lane's going to be talking about human flourishing, the high calling of business leadership. And who better than the former chairman of John Deere to speak to our men?
It is going to be a wonderful men's breakfast, and here's the cool part. They receive an excellent feast fit for a king.
Really? What's going to
Yes.
be included in that breakfast?
An open face omelet bar. We have waffles with real maple syrup. We have an apple crumb breakfast casserole, breakfast potatoes, meat and biscuits and gravy. Oh, and the list goes on.
This
Our
sounds-
men don't want to miss this.
This sounds like a breakfast fit for a farmer.
Now, Jeff, there is a sign up associated with this wonderful event. It's a $10 charge, and you sign up through me at the Legacy Foundation, and my telephone number is 489-8483. So our men don't want to miss out on this wonderful event, Monday, April 25th.
You heard from her, man. This is going to be a great breakfast, and it's sure to sell out. Seating is limited, so make sure you call Melody today. Melody, what are you doing?
Well, Jeff, I don't know if our measurements were accurate, but we're going to get this thing in the commons anyways. Come join us, men. We'll have a great time.
Melody.
And now it's time to take a look at today's happenings, academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello and welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Caitlin Van Scoy.
And I'm Bev Chandley.
We're going to give you all of Wednesday's activities. We start bright and early at 7:45 with men's Bible study in the Osprey Room. And then at 8 o'clock, pickleball will be available at the game courts. Also at 8 o'clock, we have men's match play tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. And at 8:45, Lily & Company Jewelers will be here for their weekly service in the Resident Activity Center. Jurassic Travel will also be here at 9 o'clock and then until 12 in the Egret Room to help you with all your personal traveling needs. Resident Council will be held in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands at 9 o'clock. And also at 9, the watercolor group with Phil Hilton will be in the art studio. There's a lunch outing going to Rosie Tomorrow's Heritage Farm. Island pickups begin at 9:15. 9:25 Woodlands, and 9:35 Eagles Preserve and Estuary. You do need to sign up for that special trip. At 10 o'clock, Ladies Bible Study will be meeting in the Osprey Room. Also at 10, Men's Match Play Tennis will be at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. The Model Yacht Sailing Group will be meeting at the Commons Lake at the Woodlands at 10:15. And that's it for our morning. Here's Bev to tell you all about our afternoon.
Thanks, Caitlin. At 12:45, we have a Health Connections class today. Advanced Strength and Conditioning. That's in the Tarpon Room, and you do need to sign up for that. We have chess in the Library Lounge at 1 o'clock. And from 1:30 to 3:30, there'll be tours offered for the Train Room. At 1:45, we have a Health Connections class. Osteo Break Free in the Tarpon Room. Sign up is required. And we have a 2:15 bowling interest meeting in the Osprey Room on the island. So if you like to bowl and you're interested in seeing who else does, and want to get together, go to that 2:15 meeting. At 2:30, we have Jazz and Stuff in the Grand Cypress Room. We have a Health Connections class at 3 o'clock, Pilates Stretch, that's in the Tarpon Room. The singles table at the Crystal Dining Room will be available at 5 o'clock. And we have a church choir rehearsal at the Village Church at 5:45. And at 7:15, we have prayer and praise in the Village Church. Well, that's your activities for today. We will see you back here again tomorrow.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is meatloaf with mashed potatoes and carrots. The dinner special is the All-American Buffet for $14.95. The soup of the day is black bean. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is pulled pork on a roll with fries for $7.75. The dinner special is fried shrimp for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are shrimp puttanesca for $15.95 or snapper en papillote for $17.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Oh, hey, Dotty. Looks like you're real busy organizing something.
Yes, I am. Have you ever heard of speed dating?
Speed dating?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
Yes, of course I've heard of it.
You know, I'm talking about where single women and single men come to a certain place, and the ladies sit at tables, and then the men come, and then they rotate around, and at the end of the evening, they are hoping to make it.
Well, now hold on. You are planning an event for Shell Point.
Oh yeah, and it's not just for singles.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, really.
Women and men?
Exactly.
Married and single?
That's right.
How does that work?
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly like you might think. I mean, I know you might have high hopes for coming to this thing.
Well, listen, if I could place an order, I'd like somebody 6'2", nice athletic build.
I could just see that going through your head.
Romantic.
Yeah. No. It's not exactly that kind of speed dating. We're just using the title for the format because people, when they come, will start at one place and they'll move around. Okay? And they'll meet special people.
Special people. Then at the end of the time, they'll find out who they want to go have dinner with.
No, not exactly. No.
Man.
The focus of our day is going to be international workers.
Okay.
Now, they aren't here, and so we're going to use technology. We'll bring them into our presence. We also have family members to introduce us to their special people.
Okay.
So you're not going to end up with a day.
No 6'2" hunk at the end.
No,
man.
I'm sorry. But I think your heart will be warmed.
So then I think what I hear you say is you come and you listen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And it won't be real fast. It's not speedy. But I think there's going to be a time that you will really feel this is a worthwhile thing to connect with some people that you may not know anything about.
Okay, so now you have me intrigued.
Okay.
Where and when?
It's going to be at the Village Church.
Okay.
It's going to be April 13th. That's Wednesday, April 13th at 10:15. You can come early for refreshments.
Goody.
And again, it's for everybody.
Good.
Okay? So I hope to see you there.
Okay, but now look, since you're organizing, could I at least sit next to somebody 6'2"? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for listening today. Kate Sullivan and Dotty Morrison here. We're hoping to see you Wednesday, April 13th at the Village Church for Global Outreach Speed Dating.
No 6'2" guy.
Oh, Kate.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods, and I'm here to encourage you not to miss the final Season of Praise concert coming up on Sunday, April 17th with Tenore. Tenore is an ensemble, 3 tenors who sing together the finest of Christian music. They are known for their vocal blend, their charisma, and the opportunity as they invite audiences to sing along everywhere to join them in creating a wonderful worship experience. The creativity of this trio is inspiring, and you will enjoy the 3 tenors, Mark David Williams, David Wise, and Jason Catron. Their story is one that has crisscrossed the globe, bringing inspirational music to fans around the world for the glory of God. They've won several outstanding Gospel Music Association awards, and I know that you will enjoy their ministry as these 3 young men blend their voices, their 3 tenor voices, with their hearts and love for God as they sing His praises together. Tickets are just $10 and are available at the church office during the regular office hours, or you can get the tickets at the door the day of the concert. The concert is on Sunday evening, April 17th at 6:15. That's Tenore. Be sure to come and be a part of this final concert in our Season of Praise concert series. It's going to be a toe-tapping time, I'm sure, as we share together and worship our Lord with this gospel trio.
And that's going to bring things to a close for today's show. Be sure and join us again tomorrow when fitness instructor Michelle Tompkins talks to us about a boot camp for your brain. And we'll show you all of the fun of this year's photo gala that took place last month in the Resident Activity Center. I'm Adam Brown, and this has been Shell Point Today for Wednesday, April 6th. Thanks for spending time with us today, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.